Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Rack Unfiltered. AC Milan have made their third signing of the summer transfer window. They have signed Brazilian right back Emerson Royal from Tottenham Hotspur for 15 million euros plus 2 million in bonuses. Royal will sign a contract till 2028 with another option for 2029. Now, guys, I think we can all agree that Emerson Royal was definitely not our first choice to fortify Milan's defense at the right back position. But I think we can all agree, guys, that Emerson Royal is an absolute improvement compared to the current right back that we have in Davide Calabria. Now, Emerson Royal's negotiations took a very long time for Milan. First of all, Tottenham initially asked for 25 million euros to sell Emerson Royal. Tottenham had previously bought Royal from Barcelona 3 years ago for 25.8 million euros. So Tottenham wanted to get all the money back that they had invested in Royal from 3 summers ago. But Milan was not willing to spend 25 million euros on a right back that Ange Postecoglou had no interest in a starting position and had no part of his plans moving forward into the new season. So Milan's team got to work and they were able to drop the price down for 15 million euros plus 2 million bonuses, which, guys, if you ask me, I think is a great deal for Milan. Now, obviously, Emerson Royal is not the best right back in the world, but like I said, he is an improvement to Davide Calabria. He will definitely help this team in the attacking phase. Questions will obviously be asked in the defensive phase, but Paulo Fonseca wanted Emerson Royal, and so did Jeffrey Moncada. So now we are going to see how Fonseca implements Royal into the team. I think Royal will do well, guys. A new lease on life, a fresh club, a team with actual ambition to win trophies. Because we obviously know with Tottenham, there is zero ambition to win trophies over there. They don't even have a damn trophy in their cabinet, for Christ's sakes. And Royal goes into Casa Milan and he sees all the Champions League trophies. That's got to easily motivate a guy to know that he is at a club with serious ambitions. Now, of course, Royal, being a Brazilian, he knows that there's a huge history with Milan and right backs, obviously with Cafu being one of the biggest names to play for Milan at that position. And Royal knows that it's going to be a big step in his career to be able to play for such a massive club like this. Now, obviously, a lot of us Milan fans are not happy that he's taking the number 22 shirt, okay? We obviously know that 22 belongs to Milan legend Ricardo Kaká. Okay, and a right back taking that number is a little bit odd for us Milan fans, but we'll take it as it is. I do not hate the signing, guys, but I am very skeptical of it. This is going to be our biggest questionable signing of the summer transfer window, of course. Royal is going to be a guy who's going to have to prove it on the pitch for us, where you got a guy like Morata and Pavlovic, guys who us fans are very confident will come into the squad right away and make an impact. Whereas Royal, there's going to be a lot more question marks, and a lot of fans might not have a lot of patience if he makes mistakes early on into the season. But we'll have to see what happens when the season starts next week against Torino. Now, with Emerson Royal coming in, guys, the question is now, what happens to some players in the team? Who are Milan going to sell? And unfortunately, we have one player in our squad that was with us when we won the Scudetto, one of our young guys, and Pierre Kalulu, who Juventus has inquired about today. They have actually made an offer of 3 million euros for a loan with an option to buy for 14. Now, if you guys ask me, I do not want to sell Pierre Kalulu. He is only, I think, 22 years old. I'm pretty sure he is still very, very young. Okay, he's had obviously some inconsistencies. He's been injured. He had a bad year last year. He was injured all of last year, basically. So he barely played any games last year at all. But guys, do not forget what this guy did when we won the Scudetto. He was an absolute stalwart in the back line with Vic Tamori, only conceding 2 goals in those last 10 games of the season. He was absolutely immense. If you guys have asked me, I would have started Pierre Kalulu at right back. I wouldn't have even have bought Emerson Royal, if you guys ask me. But Milan felt that they needed to fortify that right back spot. If you guys want my honest opinion, I would have gotten rid of Davide Calabria, because Calabria wants a raise. He's making 2 million a year. He wants a raise up to 4. Okay, Milan just signed Royal. He's making 2.5. Okay, Calabria's on drugs to think if he's going to get 4 million euros a year, and his play has been absolutely limited, and he hasn't improved at all as a player. This is why Milan has brought in a guy like Emerson Royal. But for Pierre Kalulu, guys, it's all up to him now because he has accepted Juventus' proposal. So it is now up to Milan and Juve to come to an agreement. If Juventus want Kalulu, they have to offer 20 million euros plus on a permanent deal. That's the only way I'm making this deal, guys, with Juventus. I would not sell Pierre Kalulu to a direct rival. It makes no sense. Okay, he is still young. Okay, he can still improve. I just do not understand why Milan would accept this offer of 3 million euros plus 14 million. I would not accept this deal. I would reject it. Apparently I've read on Sempre Milan that Milan has, and they want 20 million euros on a permanent transfer plus. And that is a good deal if Milan is able to sell Kalulu for that price. Now, speaking of Juventus, guys, there's also some chatter about a possible swap with Alexis Salamakers and Federico Chiesa. Now, if you guys ask me, I wouldn't be opposed to the move. Not at all. I would love Chiesa at Milan. Don't get me wrong, guys. But the problem is, Chiesa makes $5 million a year in wages. It's a lot of money, okay? Now, Chiesa's not going to start for Milan. We all know that. We all know that the front line is going to be Chukwueze, Pulisic, Leao, and Morata up top. Chiesa's going to come off the bench most of the time. And paying a guy 5 million euros to come off the bench makes no sense. Now, if Chiesa's willing to reduce it to maybe 3.5, 4, then no problem. I would make the swap for Chiesa and Salamakers. But Fonseca seems to really like Alexis Salamakers' versatility. He can play at right back. He can play on both wings. So we'll have to see what Milan decides in regards to Salamakers. But guys, Emerson Royal, like I said, he is going to be a wait-and-see signing. I am optimistic, of course, but I have my questions, obviously, with Milan spending this money on him, or they could have spent this money elsewhere, like a guy like Youssouf Fofana, who I'm hoping to God Milan get this guy done. He, for me, guys, is the most vital signing this summer, is signing Youssouf Fofana. Milan needs to get him done. Milan has done good work in the last couple weeks getting Pavlovic done and Royal done. They have solidified 3 positions. But now, I do not think, guys, that Milan is going to sign another striker because Milan have given Luka Jovic the number 9 shirt today. And for me, if you guys want my honest opinion, I think they have thought they're probably going to put Okafor as the 3rd option. If not, maybe they call up Camarda in some games if he's playing well or if they have some injuries. But it seems like to me, guys, Milan will not be buying another striker. They're going to have Luka Jovic being the backup to Alvaro Morata. And I bet you Noah Okafor will probably be a 3rd option as an emergency option, of course. But for me, guys, it is going to be an exciting season for Milan. We're not done yet, of course, in the market. Season starts on Saturday against Torino. Milan needs to get their shit together and finally sign these last few players. I think Fofana needs to be a priority now. Absolutely a must priority. Has to be done now because Fofana has expressed that he does not want to go anywhere else but Milan. It's either now or next year for free. And if Monaco had any brains, they would take the money and let Fofana come to Milan now. Guys, that's going to be it for this video. I appreciate you guys for watching. Season starts on Saturday, guys. I do plan on live streaming some Milan games this season, if not most Milan games this season. So it's going to be a very exciting season coming up, guys. I like the Royal signing, but we'll see how he does moving forward and how Fonseca implements him into the team. Thank you guys for watching this video. As always, click like if you like this video. Subscribe if you guys want to see more content. Forza Milan sempre, guys. And remember, if you do not watch sports, you're more. Ciao, guys.